Chatsworth House in England's stunning Peak District and host to many country events including equestrian. This is the Dodson and Horrell International Horse Trials. The event features all of the sport's top names and has classes from novice up to 3-star. The Isle of Man's Yasmin Ingham has been here competing, but more on that in a moment. First, we asked her what she'd been up to since we last spoke.
Well, it's been a case of producing the younger horses really. I sort of had a bit of a gap where I was producing the younger, more inexperienced horses up through the higher levels of the competition, and this year I've finally got my own horse, Nightline 2. He's becoming more established at the 3-star level, and I'm really hopeful that we could potentially be aiming for a 4-star at the end of the year. So he's giving me lots of confidence jumping around all these big tracks, as well as another horse owned by Mr. and Mrs. Davies and Jeanette Chin. He's aiming for Houghton, which is the under-21 national championships at the end of May as well. So he's also been brought up the levels, and he's now finally almost established at the 2-star level, which is fantastic. So we are hopeful that maybe he could be in contention for selection for the European Championships in July. So hopefully that'll all go well at Houghton.
So to Chatsworth, and Yasmin scored 38 in her dressage, which she was disappointed with, but this is high-level competition and the stakes are high. Sunday started with show jumping.
We had 2 fences down today, which is a little bit disappointing as he's such a good jumper. So he just went in there. There's quite a big atmosphere in there, lots of people, lots of things going on, and it's quite difficult to keep his concentration on the one thing. So I think his concentration may have varied at some points in the round, but I'm pleased with the way he jumped, and the 2 fences doesn't reflect the round that he jumped.
And how difficult was that particular course?
That's probably the most difficult 3-star show jumping track that I've jumped. It's very big and up to height and wide, so yeah, I'd say it's on the difficult side, definitely.
Then it was out into the grounds of Chatsworth House for the cross-country.
Yeah, the cross-country went absolutely fantastic. It's a very big track, lots of technical questions, and also very big, so you've got a lot of things all jumped into one there, but I'm very lucky that I'm sat on such a good cross-country horse, and it's sort of the phase that he strives for, and really excels in this phase. So I feel very lucky to be sat on top of a good jumper, especially when the track's so big. So I'm very pleased with how it all went today.
And this morning when you walked the course, what were your first thoughts?
The course designer is Ian Stark, so he's renowned for building very big and bold tracks, so I sort of knew before I came here that it would be a fairly decent track, and he needs to jump a decent track because we're heading to Bramham Horse Trials at the end of May, so he will need to jump another fairly big course there, so it's almost a really good setup run for him to do before Bramham. So.
And going round the course, any particular moments?
To be honest, it was a very accident, or nothing really majorly happened that I wasn't happy with myself. So he gave me a really good feel, so I'm really happy.
And the crowds were treated to the fact it's also your birthday today.
Yes, I did hear a couple of little comments here and there around the course. So no, it's good that he's given me a very good birthday present of going clear around Chatsworth. So I'm very happy.